everybody, and welcome back. So great to see you again. I hope everyone had an amazing July 4th holiday and hopefully a long weekend. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I did, but first, guys, as always, please like, comment, subscribe to the videos for that YouTube algorithm. And if you want to support the channel, check out the description below. There are various ways you can help support my channel. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and let's get started. So today, guys, I have a bowl with a spoon, and I have some delicious tiny fruity cuties, which is like a Trix cereal, Trader Joe's knockoff. So let's get going. Look at that fruity, colorful, whatever it is. That's a good amount. That might have been way too loud. Sorry, guys. Let's get that out of the shot. So, there we go. Some delicious cereal. And let's throw some milk in that. Let's do it. Oh, and of course, a little bit of coffee as well. All right. Yeah, there it is. Oh, shit. Guys, it's so good. I love this cereal. So, like, center that a little bit. Okay, guys, so I just thought I would chat briefly about kind of like what I did on July 4th. And, for the holiday, and, I'd love to see what you guys did, leave in the comments, guys, what did you do, where were you, like, how was it? So, I spent lots of time with my wife and her family, and, so on my birthday, my wife and I went to, a lot of stuff is closed on July 4th, so we went, we were just kind of looking to see, like, what was open, trying to make sure that this doesn't trip everywhere. So, I was kind of hoping that you would be able to see the cereal. I think I set this up a little bit too high. I wonder if I was to, like, lower it, if it would look better. No, that's like too low now. Maybe if I do this, hold on, let me try something real quick. I have like stuff propping this up. That's actually a little, oh jeez, I almost just ended my life right there. Oh my god. This is off to a bit of a tough start. Cereal is such a tough thing because it's like liquid. my wife and I went. Forgive me guys, I'm like sweating. It's hot today. And I always turn off all my fans and stuff for the video because if not, it makes a ton of noise. So we went to this like aerial adventure. Well, it wasn't an aerial adventure, it was. So there's this big lake, and they have all these like inflatable obstacles, like slides and swings and just things to climb on and like walk across. And yeah, you get to go for like an hour. And it was really fun. It was hot, but it wasn't too hot. But yeah, like, you know, you're just swimming in the lake, and then you climb up on a thing, and it's really hard, actually, to climb up on some of the things. But you get up there, and then you jump off, and it's kind of scary. And guys, I was like hurting myself, because I would jump off, and I like clearly, I don't know how to jump into the water. Because I kept like belly flopping and side flopping, and it hurt. I've actually been having some like neck pain the last couple days, and my wife insists that it's because I fell funny a couple times into the water, but I disagree. I think I heard it working out, as is usually the case, because it didn't hurt like after. It didn't hurt after the adventure, but it was like the next day my neck was hurting. So yeah, but it was cool. So we did that. I lost my hat. I'm so upset about that. So guys, not my smartest move, but it was really hot. Well, like I said, it wasn't really hot, but the sun was out. It was warm, whatever. I had my sunscreen on. And just as an extra precaution, because it was so sunny, I decided to wear my hat. It was my 49ers hat. And I had it on. And I asked the guy ahead of time. I said, hey, is it dumb if I wear my hat? And he's like, oh no, you're okay. He's like, I wouldn't recommend wearing like glasses or jewelry or anything, but he said that a hat should be fine because it should float. So I said, cool, say less. I knew something was going to go wrong because a couple times I had jumped in the water, and my hat like came off as I jumped in, but I was able to like grab it right away because I was kind of ready for it. So yeah, I was like, okay, maybe I'm just being overly cautious, whatever. And then one of the obstacles was this slide. And it was a fast slide. It was pretty high too. So I went down the slide, I flew down. It kind of like launches you up into the air. And then I landed, and my hat came off, and it was the same thing. I was like, where's my hat? And I'm reaching for it, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And then once I like emerged from the water, and I was like wiping, you know, the water out of my eyes, I looked and I didn't see my hat anywhere. And I was like, oh no. I think it's time for more Tutti Fruities, guys. So I yelled over to my wife, I said, you know, my hat down. was kind of like, hey, like the lifeguard guy or whatever. And he was like, oh, what happened? I said, oh, I lost my hat. And he said, I didn't float. And this was the guy that told me it would float. And I said, no, clearly not. And he was like, I'm sorry. And then I was like, okay, well, could you like look for it? Maybe like dive down there or something. Because I tried, I stuck my head in the water and I like opened my eyes, which I really don't like to do underwater because it like hurts my eyes. But I looked and it's a lake, so it was super murky. Like I couldn't see anything. So yeah, and the guy told me, he's like, nah, you're out of luck. I said, oh my god, you're kidding, bro. Now, I was a little bummed, but honestly, I didn't really care that much. Because I kind of didn't like that hat. I mean, I obviously love the 49ers, but that hat was like, I bought it years ago, and it's just become like my exercise hat. Anytime I'm like sweating and working out, and I just need some coverage, I use that hat. So, and it just honestly, it just didn't fit that well. It didn't fit that well. It was like too tight. It was hot because it was like a black hat. So, part of me was like, maybe it's meant to be. So, I got to go buy a new hat. I love hat shopping. I love hat shopping, but I hate it because I got a big head and it's hard to find my size. And then when I do find my size, the hats just all fit differently, which is interesting to me. You could have two different, size 7.5 hats, and they both just fit different. And I don't know why that is. Maybe when they, make the hat and measure it out or whatever. Maybe it's not an exact thing. Maybe it's like, it's close, but every hat seems to be like custom, unique. So, but I'm contemplating what hat I should get. I would like to get another 49er hat. I would also consider maybe a San Francisco Giants hat. I'm not somebody that wears like other teams' hats, even if they look cool. I used to be. Back in the day, in like elementary school, middle school, I used to just collect like baseball caps. And I had like a shelf in my room or whatever that had like all the hats laid out. I had like a Blue Jays hat and like a Texas Rangers hat and all kinds of stuff. Just because I thought they looked cool. And I still do. But now, being like the fan loyalist that I am, I can't like in good conscience wear someone else's hat. It just doesn't feel right. And someone might ask me, oh, like you're from Texas. No, man, I like the hat. So I don't know. But I do feel that way. Like I love baseball. Actually, speaking of, I want to do a jersey rating video. Jerseys, I feel like have been in the news lately because a lot of teams are updating their jerseys. So I feel like this is kind of a hot topic right now. So, yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll wear my hat in the next video. Whatever I decide to get. So good, guys. This cereal is insane. It tastes exactly like Trix. The difference is it has much more natural ingredients, like corn flour, cane sugar, degermed yellow cornmeal, oat flour, canola or sunflower oil, sea salt. It has a good amount of sugar in it for sure, 13 grams of added sugar. But compared to like Trix cereal, yeah, like this uses annatto extract for color versus like Trix cereal and those Kellogg cereals and stuff. They tend to use artificial colors, artificial flavors. So this is a slightly more like natural and I wouldn't say this is healthy, but it's a little bit better than having, those really artificial cereals. Actually don't need more milk right now. Yeah, I figured I haven't done a cereal video in a while, so I personally love cereal videos. I think cereal videos are really tough to pull off because number one, they're messy. Number two, the sound is, there's such a specific way that I like people to eat cereal when I watch these videos. I love when they slurp it and then it's not too crunchy. I like when it soaks in the milk a little. One thing that really bothers me is like when you're watching a cereal video and they only use like a little bit of milk and then they have like a big pile of cereal and the milk doesn't even submerge the cereal. So they're like pushing the cereal down. And but it's like most of it's not even getting in the milk. So their first few bites are just pure like dry cereal. Oh no. No, sir. See guys, this is drenched in milk. That's the way it's gotta be. And I got my Nashville cup. That Nashville skyline. But yeah, guys, July 4th was cool. So we went to the lake and did the obstacle course, and then we went out to dinner later that night with my wife and her family. Went to like a seafood place. It was nice. We kept asking to change tables because we just kept seeing a table that looked like nicer. So we were just like, do you mind if we go to that one? And they were like, oh, yeah. Because I feel like what always happens is you like get seated and you see a table you like better and you're like, hey, can we go to that one? And they say, no, that's not in in my area, and you're like, oh, darn it. Well, can you just move us anyway and just get us another waiter? Like, I don't really care who the waiter is, honestly. So, yeah, guys, we had dinner. We did a little dessert. It was very nice. And then, I mean, there were fireworks everywhere, so we were kind of like walking, and then we were driving home and just saw, we were like driving on the freeway, and there were fireworks on both sides. It was cool. Yeah, July 4th is a cool holiday. So yeah, guys, another birthday down, and I always get like a little down with my birthdays now. It's like back in the day it was so exciting, and it still is, but it's almost like the build-up is really exciting, and I love doing the stuff, and then it's like the day after, it's almost like reality sets in of like, damn, I'm a year older. Like, I think I'm starting to get to the age now where it's like I'm starting to, each birthday just seems like, man, that's another year. That's crazy. What did I even do? So, and I don't want to feel that way. I want to, every year that goes by, I want to feel like, man, what a crazy year. Like, it was so productive. We got so much done. What a big step forward. But I think all of us sometimes suffer from the, man, I'm not doing anything. I don't feel like I'm doing anything. And that's not a good feeling. Sometimes we say, hey, I don't want to do that thing because it's scary or it's different, or what if I fail? But, I really feel like the regret of not doing the thing that you want to do is so much worse than, trying something and failing. We're always going to fail at, especially the first time we do things. Like, we're going to fail, guys. That's normal. Most of us are not very good at anything the first time we do it. And you're not supposed to be. It's like you do something for the first time, you make your mistakes, and then you're like, okay, cool, next time, I know what to do. But yeah, guys, I think the key is just not getting down. And remembering that starting that thing that you haven't started that you're stressed out about. Yeah, maybe you could have done it yesterday or a week before, but the best time to do it is right now. Just knock it out, get it out of the way, and you'll feel much better about yourself. So, that's one thing I feel like I've learned over the years is it's never too late. And for me, the thing that stresses me out the most is when I know I have to do something and I just keep putting it off and keep putting it off. Guys, don't do that. That's the worst. And then when you eventually do it, it's the best feeling. You're like, oh my God, that task is done. I'm so happy. There is no better feeling than completing a task that you've been like stressing about. Such a good feeling. That goes for school, for work. At work, I have like a to-do list. I add things to it. I check things off when I'm done. And sometimes that to-do list will, it'll be 5 items for the day. And, this is in the morning. And then the afternoon comes around, and it's still 5 items. And I'm just like, man, I have been working all day, but I have not done, like, the things that I need to do. The things that I've marked down. So, because maybe they're just hard. Maybe they're big projects. And I just don't want to deal with them. But you gotta do it. So, but yeah, guys, I'm 34 now. Feels great. I feel like I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm going to the gym, I'm working out, I'm eating better. Except for these tiny fruity cuties. But, I mean, guys, come on. This is not the worst thing you could be eating as far as cereal goes. Because these are not artificial flavors or colors. I went to Target the other day and they had icy cereal. Icy, the frozen smoothie things that you get at the movie theater. Icy cereal. And I said, I'm done. That's it. Never. I couldn't believe that. Got like a hair on my face. Some really good sugary milk. Alright guys, that cereal is so freaking good. I could eat like 10 bowls of that. But I will say, I will have a massive stomachache if I do that. I had about 3 bowls right now. And I think any more than that, I will start to just, I'll just want to go to sleep. So, and I have some work to do still. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I know it wasn't quick. This wasn't a quick video, but it was like a more relaxed kind of video. I feel like I didn't say anything the entire time. But guys, I hope you enjoyed. Like I said earlier in the video, please like, comment, subscribe for that YouTube algorithm. Feel free to donate to the channel. Check out the description box below. There are various ways you can donate, help support the channel, help me buy food and stuff and whatever. But, of course, if you're just watching the videos, that's